Just as I want to start filming, they shoot off fireworks. Hashtag rude. Howdy YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about tips for cantering. So starting off, when I first learned to canter, my trainer wanted me to learn on a harder horse before. This was actually totally by accident. She normally has you learn on an easier horse and then switch to a harder horse. But I just so happened to be riding a harder horse that day, and she said, you know what, I think you're ready to start cantering. And so I learned on a harder horse before. I think that was actually an advantage to me because I knew how to control a harder horse, and then when it came to an easier horse, I could work more on my position and my eck. So starting off, I rode, I think it was Junebug is who I learned to canter on first, and then secondly I did Comanche. They're completely different horses. Junebug is more high-strung, she takes a lot more energy and a lot more enthusiasm to get her to go. And Comanche, he's kind of like, I think you're signaling me to do this, I'll do it. So starting off with tips to help you canter, first off is make sure your heels are down. This will help you stay in the back of your saddle, especially your inside leg. You want it pushed out almost as if you're trying to stop yourself, but you don't want it too far forward, if that makes any sense. It's hard to describe. Then you also want to be sure that your other foot isn't too high up because you don't want it slipping out of the stirrup. So you want to keep both heels down while being able to push into their side. So you're going to tickle up their head, tilt them to the wall, and push them away from the wall with your legs so their hips are away from the wall, and then tap and go, and they should go into the canter. Usually they can pick up the right lead. If they don't, that's another thing. But also, this may sound a little weird, but for me, like, imagining heavy objects helps me stay in the back of my saddle and stay seated while keeping a good core. So I always think about, like, refrigerators or dump trucks or something really big and heavy, and it just makes me feel like I'm heavy and I can sit the canter better. My trainer said I'm like the first person to mention that, and it's really weird, but if you try to apply that and it doesn't work for you, whatever, it just works for me. And then also, I don't really know how else to describe it, just make sure you have a lot of like enthusiasm with the horse, keep your heels down, and try to sit the canter as well as you can while sitting up and keeping your core, rolling with it, and keeping your shoulders open at the same time. It's so hard to explain because you want to keep control of their head, but you still want to let them know that you're in control of the canter and keeping them slow and collected. Thanks for watching this video. Come back next time and there may be another video for you to watch. I'm not sure if this video was that much help for you, but it was requested, and those are the only tips that I really use to keep my canter as nice as I can. And oh, one last tip. Try to direct before, like plan your directing before, like if you're cutting or passing somebody, you want to plan that before so you know you can bump one side so they continue to keep their canter as you're passing. I totally forgot to mention that. But do that. Come back next time, like, subscribe, comment, leave me some video ideas, and if you subscribe and I reach 100 subscribers, there will be a live stream. Thanks for watching. Bye.